All right, guys, welcome to the TA, so the technical analysis of CSPR on the Casper blockchain. First of all, I want to start off by saying that this is not financial advice. Do not make any decisions on what I tell you. I can always be wrong, so always do your own research. And that said, let's dive straight into the market. All right, so as everyone kind of knows, like technical analysis bases itself on how the market behaves. So we look at candles, we look at wicks, we look at trend lines, support, resistances. Use Fibonacci's. Um, we look at the price action, eventual patterns, and stuff like that. So that's what we're gonna do on the Casper blockchain right now. So this is actually Casper on the monthly time frame of Qcoin, um, which I recommend actually to always look on the exchange, like use TradingView and go to Casper USDT on the exchange that you are on. This way, like there can be quite different levels of support and resistance, or the wicks can be longer on one support or something on one exchange than the other. So always watch out for that. I use the Qcoin Casper USDT chart here. There are multiple other charts like OKX, I think, yeah, BitGet, you have MaxC, you have CoinX, Gate.io, but I'm not really using those right now. If you want to use them, fine. If you don't, just use the exchange that you're on. That will give you the most accurate information for you. So basically, what we see at the start of this monthly candle, we always start at the monthly candle because the resistances and supports on the monthly, like the bigger the time frame, the heavier the resistance and the support is um, on the larger time frames. So that's why we always start from the top, like 1 month per candle, right? We can also do like 1 year or 6 months, but you see that Casper is only let's see how um, how old it actually is. So let's start from the beginning to here. So Casper is actually, oh, we actually are older than 1 year. So I actually started like I think right here somewhere, I think in January of 2023. So yeah, I've done this. And all right, let's go further into the TA. I'm actually new to this, guy, so excuse me for being excited or not really um, focused or anything. I'm just doing this for fun and to give you a deeper insight in the market. So, all right, what we can do first off is finding the resistances and the supports. I can actually say with quite confidence that the doji candle is this one, where it's not really logical who won. No, sorry, it's not really clear who won, the buyers or the sellers, because it's like such a small area like this, um, that the sellers and the buyers were fighting. It's actually also an indication like these ones, right? That big institutions are buying there. So, buying and selling there. So it's not really clear who is winning. Then we have the bullish engulfing and the bearish engulfing. I don't see any of those on this chart right here. So yeah, let's go on. We can see that there is a big and heavy support on the 26 to 27, sorry, 2.6 and 2.7 cents of Casper. You see all these long wicks below it. These are often liquidity grabs, so there's a lot of volume here. of people having stop losses, stuff like that. So once they get liquidated, the market can make a big move, like right here, right? So you can see, wait, I'm going to put this one a bit. I don't know if you guys see this well. All right, um, so you can see like this all rejects this area, right? So Casper cannot really go below that. Um, Only if like Bitcoin does like a 10K per Bitcoin or something, then it's gonna be like below here somewhere, like the 22, 24, like sorry, 2.2 or 2.4 cents per Casper. But I'm not really aiming for that right now. So what I want to see is like a little bit of a bullish move. We don't know yet. So we will see. Like this is the first time I've done like a whole Casper breakdown for you guys and for myself as well. So let's get right into it. We can see that there's a good uh, resistance level, like resistance that became support. You can actually see you can actually how do you say it in English? Um, how you can define a support or resistance is that it minimally needs two touches, and the touches need to be bodies. So the bodies, not the wicks, but the bodies. The bodies are most important because, as some people know, bullish. Like I have my green candles, I have white, and my red candles are black. So it's black and white for me. It's way easier for me to make out like to not use my emotions when I'm in the market if it's all colors and red and green and blue and stuff like that. So I use black and white to like actually make a black and white vision of the market. So I don't use my emotions. So yeah, that's why it's black and white. Um, all right, so it needs two touches, at least two touches. Um, we can see that it has four bodies touching it right here. So yeah, this is a very strong support zone for Casper. You can also see that these wicks, right? They can actually go below the resistance or support, like above the resistance or below the support, to grab some liquidity because there are stop losses here, like I just told you. There's a lot of volume, so and the market needs volume to make a big move. That's what we see here as well. So we can also see that there is a big um, support level, like now resistance at this level between 41 and 45. And we see that the wicks are always seeking these resistance zones here. See that? And when a candle closes, all right, this is very important, above the support, we know that there's a big move coming. Now, on the big time frames like this, we can actually find and identify very strong resistance or support levels. It's very important that we do that as much as we can to identify the really strong support and resistance zones. What we can also identify is that always the doji before a big move can also be a support, and we see that this entire zone is a support zone. If we can, from the wicks to the wicks, you see that this is actually a perfect support zone for Casper right now. Um, it never really gotten below this point, so we don't know. We know that that's a very valid support zone. All right, then we have a big resistance. Where is the resistance? Right here at 6.3 to 6.9, I believe. Yeah, so this is a very like 6.5. Let's make it like this because the wicks didn't really go above this level, so we do not really know. Like we know this is a very big resistance zone. Okay. Um, so yeah, guys, again, I'm very new to recording videos and talking about TA as well. Um, to you guys, it's very easy if I'm alone and I'm not really like um, yeah, if I'm not talking to anyone, but it's good for me to learn how to talk about it as well because I learn better by talking about it to other people. So that said, let's move on. So we know that these resistance areas and support areas are very valid. And once a candle like here, right? This was a very good support zone for Casper, like even like this zone or to the next wick, to the next body close. So as people know, the bullish candles, so the green ones in my on my TA, these are white ones. They open at the bottom and close at the top. And bearish candles open at the bottom at the top and close at the bottom. All right. So that's very important to know because then you know what price action there was in that candle. So let's say that um, a candle like this, it opened at the bottom, right? And it closes at the top. So we know that it went all the way up here, right? But um, we also know that was a lot of selling pressure here, right? A lot of selling pressure. It actually, you have to see it like, I don't know if you know the Pixar logo where the lamp jumps on the eye. It actually goes like that. If it's a bullish candle, the lamp comes and it just the sellers like the lamp, right? The sellers just push it down, push it down, push it down. And what do you see after like a lot of selling pressure? You see that when the next candle opens, it actually goes like straight straight down. Like it's actually insane. These are the monthly time frames, so we cannot see a lot of price action um, in a given day or a given week. So this is actually a monthly candle. Every candle here is 1 month. So yeah, this is what we can identify. So now let's see what a Fibonacci is like. We know that the market is made out of ICIs, so it's an impulse, correction, and an impulse, right? On the monthly time frame, we cannot really identify those very well, but on lower time frames we can. So let's move on to a weekly time frame of Casper. Okay, so we can see that all of our resistance zones are a very good indication of where price is hovering at, right? You see all these candles retesting this support zone, right? So this support zone is very valid and very strong. We also why we see that all these wicks are going there is because the market is fishing for these stop losses, right? Because if these stop losses get liquidated, then you get a lot of volume and you can make the market go like crazy. So, how can we identify a big move, right? Um, that is the question everyone like really wants to know and why this zone is like very terrifying for a lot of traders. Uh, I'm going to show you why and how. So, what does the market need to make a big move, right? Like right here, right? You can actually see a big impulse, correction, and an impulse, right? You can see it here. So you start from the lowest low, you take your fib from the lowest low, and you put it to the new high. So I don't know. Oh my God, look how perfect this is, guys. All right, so a market consists of highs, lows, lower highs, higher highs, and did I miss one? Higher lows, I think. I think. Wait, yeah. So we have a low, then we have a high, then we have a higher low, and then we have a higher high, and then when the market is bearish, we have a high, we have a low, then we have a lower high, and then we have a lower low. So what can we see here? We have a low. We take our fib from the low to the high of that move, which was here. And then it actually, I mean, this is like insane that this is such a good example. Um, Maybe it's a little unclear with all these support and resistance zones, so I'm gonna delete those for 1 second. So what can we see here? The market is quite, how do you say, it's quite manipulated at this moment. It's quite manipulated. You see that you see it clearly here, right? So, oh my God, look at these beautiful fib levels. So you take your fib from the low of the move to the high, then we see a higher low, and then we can actually always expect a higher high, right? So wait, no, a low, a high, yeah, a lower, higher low, and a higher high. So what can we see? That the profits taking levels are actually between the 0 point, the entry of the trade is the 0.618, which we traders use as the entry. So you put like, let's say you put from the low to the high, then you wait till it retraces to these valid points. A trade can only be valid if the 0.38, the 0.35, or the 0.618 are touched. If the if the if the price reversed, right? Sorry, if the trend reversed, we can see this by checking the 0.78 zone. If the move retraces all the way down here, like put a let's say that there's a low, we go to the high, and it retraces under, and the candle actually closes under this level of the 0.786, then we know that this trade is not valid anymore, and then the market has made a turn. But look, guys, how beautiful this Fibonacci is. We, let's say, made this move, and we calculated it. We know this area. Then we just wait till the price reaches either of these three levels. The 6,118 is the strongest level. You see how beautiful these wicks are actually testing. Let's see. Let's be very precise here. You see how almost all these wicks are actually testing this zone, right? So then we can actually expect a big move up again. I mean, this was a big move of like 60%, but you cannot really see this coming. Um, you can hope and pray for it. You can almost know when the previous trend is broken by using hammer candles, which are that's I will use better a better example later in the video. But yeah, this is going to be a very long video though, just to make sure. So yeah, because I want to explain a lot to you guys as well. So yeah, see how perfectly this hits. These between these zones, we take our profits, right? Taking profits in a bull run or in just a normal market is very freaking important. Okay, guys, always take your profits, even if it's like 10% or 25%. Always take your profits. We take our profits between our entry and the negative 0.618. Now look how very close this is. I mean, I cannot make this up. This is pure math, right? This is pure math. This is a Fibonacci retracement. You should actually look up yourself what it really is and what it does. I cannot explain all of it to you guys here. Okay, so we knew that the big move was coming right there. We use a lot of other examples too. Like we use wicks, we use the bottom bodies. We use the doji. Um, the doji candles are actually like very uncertain times in the market, right? Like no one really knows who is winning. Um, and here we can see a perfect example on the weekly time frame of a bullish engulfing candle. I said earlier that I was going to look for one, and here it is. All right, so this one is a bearish candle, and this one is a bullish candle. The bullish candle has a bigger body and bigger wicks than the bearish candle. This is bullish engulfing, and this is often, very often indicates a big move in the market. How can we know that the market is slowing down and we can expect a big drop after a big move? So let's say that right here we have had our big move. Then we have a very uh, clear head and shoulders. This is a shoulder, head, and shoulder. And then the market usually drops. But the doji candle in between these big moves is very important. Then you can actually see that the market is slowing down. So it actually goes from this, then it slows down, right? So market needs momentum to keep going. All right, I've pointed out so many things already. Um, so let's go down to it. This is actually all information. I will see if I can maybe a little bit predict the future in the uh, in yeah, like in the next TA or something. But right now, this is purely informative. I don't know what the market is going to do right now because we have been in a stagnation zone, in a consolidation zone for like 52 days. So it's been really rough for a lot of traders. All right, the daily candles. This looks a little bit better and a little more volatile than what we're used to. So now I'm going to point out again, the market consists of um, a low, a high, a higher low, and a higher high. So what we're going to do is we take the Fibonacci from the low to the high that we know, and then you can see the take profit levels have actually been um, very useful. You see this retracement back to one of our important levels that it needs to retrace to. So that's where we put our entry, and our entry is gonna be hit right here. You see it? Boom. Entries can be taken on the 0.5, 0.618 or the 0.382. But it has to touch one of these levels, otherwise the Fibonacci is not valid. So yeah, we use pure math for this. We we don't like to use our emotions to like, oh, it feels like the market is going up or down. Fuck that. Fuck your emotions. The the market doesn't care about your emotions, and you shouldn't either. Um, all right, what we can see here very clearly is that we have made this beautiful move. Then the market slows down and we have a crash. Now we can see that that there is a good support level that was hit here. What we can expect right here is we can also see an M pattern, which I and my friends use as a bearish move, you see. Um, yeah, that's more information that you need. Um, a beautiful M pattern. The M is the neckline, so it always retraces back to the neckline, and then either when the neckline was um, a valid place, we're going to a valid, like, how do you say, a valid zone or something? Yeah, a valid zone of support. Then we're going to check to make our entry somewhere there. So what we actually mostly want is we have an M pattern. Oh, this is a trend line. We have an M pattern We wanted to go below a bit and then retest it, and then we crash, right? So what I said about that was we have an impulse, we have a correction, and we have an impulse. Also downward. This is very important to know because when you look at the market here, we go from our high to our low, and this is gonna blow your mind, guys. This is actually gonna blow your mind. Look at these. Wait, I'm gonna delete this one here. Look at these levels, guys. This is insane to take profits. If you're in a short here, which we would recommend doing, it's what was it? How much money could we make? Okay. Oh no, this is that one. Needs a price range. If we had our entry here, we had a beautiful 32% if we shorted this Fibonacci. Why was this Fibonacci valid? It actually reached the so we took it from the high to the low, right here. You see it, like where the little ball is. All right, up here. So we know that, and actually, if you be more precise, then you see that these levels are almost exactly hit. This is so beautiful to see. The 0.38 always has to be touched, or the 0.5 or the 0.61. So yeah, this is very important. And the take profit levels, like always, are the 0.27 between these levels, right? You can actually choose your own like little take profit levels as well by just making a horizontal line, then copying it and then pasting it. So these are very good take profit levels, guys. I mean, these are like, wait, like this and like this. You can actually close 25% here, 25% here, 25% here, and leave the other 25% open. And when you reach an absolute low, you can close your short. I mean, that's a very valid trade. So yeah, let's use these Fibonacci's. It's very, very beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna delete this. Look how beautiful this is. You almost actually uh, exactly predicted the bottom here, right? See the support level, and Fibonacci's can be used as support levels too. See here, look at these wicks that are retesting the support level of the Fibonacci. Fibonacci's are great, guys. I'm going to actually post my settings for a Fibonacci sequence in the description of this video. All right, next on we go a bit more in. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to show you as well. This was in the past, right? And we are going to use the previous little like I'll say previous little bull run of Casper. Um, yeah, so on the daily time frame, I actually noticed this when I was following my lessons, and my teachers were absolutely shocked to see this. So you always see the impulse, the correction, and the impulse. You can also see it here: impulse, correction, impulse. Right? So let's take it to this. We can see that levels that we make an entry on were hit even with the body closing. So we take our profits here and we leave 25% open. No one knew this was happening. Or you can go at the weekly and then you can see these levels being respected as well, like this one. Um, I would say this is a very small impulse, correction, impulse. Then it stops. Then you have an impulse, a correction, and an impulse. You see this, guys? This is absolutely beautiful. Look at this. We take most of our profits here, like 25, 25, 25, and then we leave it open, right? But yeah, this was very big fake out if you were paying attention previously. A fake out is actually a support zone that is being respected, but the market has different plans for sorry, a fake out is where the market wants to lead you on a wrong path, right? It actually um, consists of of like very long wicks and very bullish candles, but this doesn't actually mean a lot here. That's this top. It was actually a huge fake out. We know of previous experiences that when we have these little like impulses in the market, It always has to be higher than the previous one. I mean, most of the time it is. All right, what can we see here? The 618 is being respected as a valid support. So yeah, we always backtrack our data, right? We're going back into the market, like the first big runs that we see are ups. Look at these wicks, by the way. All liquidity grabs, and then we go down. Okay, so if I'm not clear, just let me know. This is my first time recording ever, so okay, let's go on. These were huge fake outs, but this was the beautiful sauce that I showed my friends, like my teachers. Uh, and we have a high here, right? We have a high here, and we have our low here, guys. Oh no, wait, this was the high of the impulse. And then we take it to the low here. And boy, oh boy, look at these profit levels. Look at these take profit levels. So we have our our most important level. If this level gets broken, the 0786, if this gets broken, our trade is no longer valid. But one of these three has to be accepted. And look how perfectly the 038 038 was accepted. We knew that this was a fake out, like the second like impulse. This is like actually also the bull market of BTC. Let's take BTC back. BTC and the bull run was actually a very big fake out. You can see it here. Wait, let's not put it on log. Let's put it on regular. You can actually see this very big fake out. Everyone was like, "Oh, Bitcoin is going to 100K," and then we see this big fake out, and then the market drops dramatically. All right, back to Casper. This was a huge fake out. Like, I knew it. I sold like around here, I think, because I was like, maybe we can get a little push to like the 0.007, right, to the 7 cents. But I was like, no, I'm gonna just sell like right here. I lost like 4 or 5%, but that didn't really matter to me because I made what what was it? Yeah, Casper has done some crazy moves in the past. Okay, wait, gonna delete this one real quick. I started at like 33. And yeah, I sold here somewhere, so I made like 81%, but I also sold somewhere around here as well. So yeah, I've sold somewhere around here, and then I was like, yeah, I'll buy somewhere here. So yeah, I made like 123% if I recall very correctly. So yeah, back to the Fibonacci. Oh my God, look at this, guys. The top of this one to the low of this one, right? That from the high to the low. Then we have the lower high respects perfectly. Look at this. Look at this. It closes exactly to the 0382. So yeah, Fibonacci's are amazing. I will leave a picture of my settings of the Fibonacci in the description. Always use your own data, of course. Always do your own research and learn how to use them exactly. If you send me like a private message, maybe I can teach you as well. So yeah, of course, we will take some profits here. We're not greedy, guys. Greed is the downfall of humanity, right? And the downfall of your trading career as well. Greed is bad. So yeah, we take 25% at this level here. Then we take 25 if we're in a short, right? If we're in a short, this is a short. Shorting is betting against the market that it's going down, right? Like betting that the market is going down. Usually do that with derivatives or on I think on perpetuals are on OKX. I'm not really sure. Um, I am quite sure that you can trade derivatives on OKX. All right, what do you see here, guys? Look at this 0 to 7 take profit, negative 0 to 7 profit level. Look at how beautiful this is being respected here. boom, 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 boom. Jesus Christ. If you know any like if you know like any cheat codes in the market, tell me, but this is definitely a cheat code. Look at the negative 0.618. Here we take 100% of the profit mostly on this level. Or we can leave it a bit open to see where the market is going. But Jesus Lord, look at these beautiful levels. Um, Also, we had this very big influx. I don't know, I was at C, I think. Um, we can actually use this also as a Fibonacci. I will look into it. Okay, so we have our low here, we have our high here. This is a bullish Fibonacci. All right, it perfectly accepts the 0.618. So actually, guys, maybe there is a that this was today, right? Maybe I think we might after this consolidation zone, we might actually make a big move upwards. But it's a very unclear it's a very unclear time in the market right now. So yeah, but the Fibonacci's are being respected here. Impulse, correction, impulse. Oh yeah, and then if the impulse, the correction, and the impulse, and if the impulse doesn't come over um, comes above the previous low high, then it's actually we created a lower high, so the trend was broken. So that's why we had this consolidation of like, Jesus, look at this, guys, 25 days, 24 days, pure consolidation between these zones. Consolidations means a sideways market, by the way, if you don't really know what that means. Um, a sideways market. I will take this here. We went from these zones, between these zones to these zones, right? Even this is maybe a better consolidation zone right here. We can see that Casper is in or was in a downtrend, right? This wick doesn't really matter a lot. I think this was a liquidity grab, so we can actually see a descending triangle here. Descending triangle is basically when you have a support level that stays at the same level, right? Um, we can also a little bit see it like this, which is a symmetrical triangle. Um, all right, so there is a big trend, right? There was a big trend in the market, and we went in a downtrend for like a lot of months right now. And usually the symmetrical triangle is going to repeat the previous the previous trend in the market. But we can also see a descending triangle here. So we can see a symmetrical one, or we can see a descending one. So I think we're very bearish. And I mean, the technical indicators point to it being very bearish. But yeah, see, that's why I don't want to use like excitement or anything. But this was a huge wick, guys. I think a lot of stop losses were here as well. So these people got liquidated. I don't know if it's going to be a wick fill, which means that let's take this one here. This was a huge wick, but it got filled in the next few days. So yeah, this was a wick fill, but a liquidity grab like this indicates a very high liquidation. Like a lot of people were throwing out trades here, and the market kept on the bears kept on winning. Also, also here, uh, also here, this was a wick fill actually. If you look closely, if you look like this, the wick was actually filled by the next ones. So this was a wick fill, but you can still see on the short term that it usually indicates a drop. All right, this was a this was a very good liquidity grab here to make a move to the top. And this one right here, you see before a big move, always big wicks to throw people off guard and out of their trades. So now I hope you had a lot of information here. I hope you really liked it. I'm going to go to the 4 hour to the 4 hour um, time frame. I'm going to check if there's anything I can find really. Um, what can we see here? Oof, this looks this is strange. Can we spot a can we spot something? Okay, yes, sure. This insane liquidity grab. I think it was like 10% or something. Yeah, 7%. 7%, guys. Huge liquid. Like you see it a lot with Casper, and I don't know what it is. I think it's market manipulation, but see, this one was a wick fill. It actually kind of filled these wicks. What you can see also on the 4 hour time frame is an impulse, a correction, and an impulse. But the impulse here doesn't go higher, so it doesn't make a higher high, it makes a lower high. So what can we say? The trend was broken, and then we can see a new trend with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wait, 7 touches. And now this candle breaks bullish, but it can actually be a fake out. I don't really see any like I don't really see it right now. I don't really see the future or something right now. It's very difficult with this. I still see this triangle here. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little small very short video of how the markets work. Um, all right, so oh yeah, one more thing. Resistance zones can and support zones can be taken um, from body to body, let's say, like from a closing body. Let's say, where can we see it? This is the, let's say, the weekly. A so um, supports can be taken from body to body like this, from this body to this body, these bodies here, or it can be taken from a doji candle, the long wicks, the wicks and the body in it, right? I mean, that's very logical. This is a very valid support as well. And then, of course, when two touches are made, this is a very high resistance zone as well. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed our little breakdown of Casper. I really am not sure if this is going to be a fake out. Like, I mean, it looks like one because price immediately retracted downwards from like almost 11% to like a 3% range. And you see the candle behind it was immediately a black one, like a red one. We can try and take a fib here. Yeah, see, it's gonna depend, right? If the 0.76 is being neglected in next 4 hours, then it's not a valid trade, and you shouldn't make any decisions based on mathematics, and logic. All right, so stay safe out there, guys. Do your own research. Learn learn the markets now. It's very useful to learn the markets now, to inspect them, to really gain a grasp of what you yeah, of what you will learn. Like it's very important that you learn the markets now before it is a bull run, because otherwise your emotions are going to be completely wrecked, right? If you see a times 10 or times 20 you want to sell, don't. I mean, take some profits, right? But don't sell everything, because we have no idea what Casper is capable of. And surely in the next coming months, we might see some crazy price action on Casper. So I want to do a shout out to Ghost Daddy on Twitter. He actually sponsored, like not sponsored, but he promoted this. Um, yeah, he promoted this account like he promoted me, and he's a very friendly dude. So yeah, he's very hilarious as well. We have a lot of banter. I don't know if you guys noticed on the in the Casper community, but it's such a warm and good community. It's amazing. All right, one more thing. Do not make any do not make any decisions of what I just showed you. The market is the Wild West. We can also do this. Yeah, the market is the Wild West. We cannot know what is happening. We cannot predict anything, but we can use mathematics to give us a better idea and a better understanding of the market. It's not going to be 100% clear or true or anything like that. It is just an indication. I use other indications too, but this one, the technical analysis is very, very, very nice and very, very helpful. So guys, thank you for watching. This is a very long video. I hope you enjoyed it though. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Um, I think I taught you a bit about the market as well. So shout out to GhostDaddy, shout out to the X Frontier and Kevin Cage, who are very, very good at this stuff, and they give a lot of explanations on their own videos on YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, see you later, and goodbye.